from Wanamingo, and today we're going to go over 500 Miles by the Proclaimers. It's a great song that I'm using to teach that next step level. If you watched my previous video, we were doing Octopus's Garden, and that's using all the C scale stuff, which is like, the open position on the ukulele. But now we want to start building up the pinky, and we want to build up the side and like index finger for being able to do all the bar stuff, so you can transpose things into C sharp and all the way up, yada yada. But again, if you've never played a stringed instrument before, no pain, no gain. So you have to develop these techniques. And I like to use 500 miles, but we're tuning it to A, D, E. I don't know what the original is supposed to be in again, but I play it like this on the ukulele because when I was teaching myself how to play ukulele, I wanted to develop these things. So I thought, well, what can I play to do it? Well, D and E, if you just bar the second fret and then plant your pinky on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that last string, it's just like C, but you're just like becoming your own capo. Wait, oh, sorry. The second fret, the fourth fret, but you're adding those to get your D in E. And E is very hard to play. D, a lot of times people have a hard time with the 3 fingers, and then having to do it this way for the E is very hard. And I do a cheater method where I'll actually play the top 3 strings with this finger and then use my pinky to kind of hold that pressure down. And then I'll press this side of my finger all the way across. So that way, when it's going like this, I'm able to hit all 4 strings. So I encourage, all my students to, anybody who's learning, don't, think you have to play a chord like this way because the book says use finger 1, use finger 2. As long as you're able to press those strings down and get those notes to ring out, everybody's hand is different. What's comfortable for you is different. Experiment and see what works for you. And when you're playing this and just barring all the way down, if your finger needs to be sideways, if your finger needs to be this way, if you need to raise it up more or down more, whatever it takes for you to comfortably press those frets down is all I'm encouraging to do. And when your pinky gets tired, because after you're sliding back and forth between your D and your E, your pinky's going to start to feel it. And when that happens, don't force yourself. From that point, when you get to the D and the E, just bar the 2nd and the 4th fret, and you're playing actually a B minor 7th and a C sharp minor 7th, technically, is what that is. But it's a great way to keep on going and playing so you can keep developing, this, finger strength and grip strength to hit those. And then when your pinky's feeling good again, then you can throw the whole thing back in. And that's why we're doing it this way. So A is just, and I count, 2, 1, open, open. 0. And then you got your D, E. And if you want to, if you don't want to have that high note, like I said, you can do this way, where you can bar and hit the 3 strings except for that one. So that way, if I'm doing that. And then when I slide up here, I'm actually just pressing the 3 strings here, and this one's barring across. And it works for me, so whatever works for you, that's what we're going to do. So we know this song, the pattern. So that's it. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. And I'm not a counter, my student is. So what we usually do is I'll play it and she'll watch and she'll count in her head so she can figure it out. Because I'm like a bapa dupa feeler, and everybody's different. So whatever works for you. If you need to sit down with a metronome and just practice just on the beat for a while, you can still play it that way. And then when you feel comfortable to add upstrokes and whatnot, again, there's no right or wrong way. Just whatever you can do that still stays in the beat so you can sing and play the notes. The finesse and all that rhythm, that comes with time and practice. So you can start on beat, then you can go, one and two and just real simple, and then start taking away, and then so you could be like 1, 2, 3. When I wake up, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And when I go out, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I get drunk, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's getting drunk with you. Sorry. When I haver, whatever that means. Sorry. I'm gonna be the man who's havering for you. I listened to No Effects. I think that's who did it a long time ago. And every time I start playing 500 Miles, the punk rock version always gets stuck in my head. So I start singing it that way, regardless of what's in front of me. So I apologize if you're watching this and you're looking up, that's not what he's saying. Another point to make, when you're learning a song, it's very easy to get hung up on semantics, on this is the way it's supposed to be, that's wrong, correct? And when we're learning things, you can't play it verbatim the way it's supposed to, but you still want to be able to play and have fun. So go ahead and play just on the beats, on the off beats, whatever you need to do to make it comfortable. And listen to lots and lots of different versions, people covering the same song different ways will open your ear to different ideas and different ways of presenting things. And you may find the new way that you like, and you'll want to do it, in kind of the way this person does it, or that person. You don't have to go directly by the Proclaimers, but if you like the Proclaimers, look that up and just listen to it and just like absorb that rhythm and just kind of like try your best to mimic it. So again, we're going to go through all this, and the D, the E, when your pinky gets tired, you can just revert to this. And then later on, you're going to see that F sharp minor, and then that B minor. To play a technical B minor, we're just going to bar that 2, and then we're just going to add this finger 2 up of the I string there. It's basically mimicking A minor, but then you're barring, and you're basically your own capo to play A minor to make it B minor is how I look at it. Or you can just let go and make it 7th. It really doesn't matter. It's flavor, however is comfortable and feels right by you. So that's the lesson part. And now I'm going to just try my best to play the way it's written here, but I apologize if I go to the punk rock version. But I just want to give you a reference point of how you can just experiment and play each time a different way and see what works for you, or keep rotating, or do the same way all the way through. I'm kind of ADD, ENFP, and I get bored of just doing the same thing after a while, and that's why I'm always changing things up. And if that's you, go for it. But if you just want to practice your beat, practice your beat. If you want to practice your offbeat, practice your offbeat. Again, you're just holding the chord. However you decide to strum and pick it is all up to you and how you want to practice and present it in your way. So I always encourage everybody, just look at the basic chords, look at the basic melody, and then just kind of do your own thing with it and have fun. So let me switch over to the soundboard so I can just play this song for a reference point, so you can hopefully get inspired and want to practice and try and do your own version of 500 Miles by the Proclaimers.
When I wake up, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And when I go out, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with pass almost every penny on to you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's come back home to you. And if I grow old, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Surrender, surrender. When I'm lonely, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. And when I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Yep, 500 miles. Very simple. Have fun with it. Don't worry about playing it, correct or wrong. Just practice your techniques on being able to play those chords and just roll with it. It's a very fun song. And like I said, that pinky is going to get tired, but by constantly playing like this and building up that strength, then you'll be able to do a lot more advanced stuff where you can use your pinky along the string to do all this kind of stuff. And if you want to, you can just sit at the TV screen, whatever it is you're doing, you can just practice rolling your finger and just, be a glutton for punishment if you feel like it. Just don't overdo it to the point where your fingers start bleeding. I mean, you're gonna get blisters maybe, but be sensible, listen to your body, know your limits, and when you're playing and your pinky is tired, then just revert and just drop with the pinky and just slide with the thing until this gets tired, and then you can call it a day. Maybe take a day off and then go back to it, but you have to keep practicing. And if you're not able to, strum and play, noise restrictions, who knows, wherever you are, ukulele is so small, you can always just hold it and just press on the strings and practice those formations, just like this. And, just kind of apply a little pressure and just practice to, just build up that strength. So that way when you can start, you've got that strength for your next practice session when you can strum out and do whatever it is you do to practice. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it helps you out. I'll be doing more in the future, I hope. I'm trying my best. Follow me on Patreon, maybe support me, tip jar is open. You guys know where to find me. Hit subscribe, maybe hit that dinger bell thing, so that way you get notified whenever I do something like this. Yeah, it is what it is. Practice, practice, practice every single day.